COVID-19 have changed the world in various different ways. The way that we respond, the way we communicate has totally changed. One of the new normal is working from home. Almost all the companies are asking people to work from home. This actually increased the demand for using the video conferencing tools and the chat-based collaboration platforms. Today, we're going to see one of the most innovative company, which is Microsoft. So we're going to talk about Microsoft Teams, which is a chat-based collaboration platform which they came up with. Let us see what are the features available and what they are trying to innovate and give in upcoming releases for Microsoft Teams. Welcome to my channel, Tamil Rocky. This is your Ramesh Kumar Thangavelu. Let us start with what has been done or what has been released recently in Microsoft Teams. Most of the times when we get into these video conferencings, we feel somewhat awkward to join the meetings through video because of a messy background or not having a proper color or whatever on the wall where we are sitting or whatever room we are sitting in currently. So there is a way Microsoft Teams allows us to change the background. Let us see how we can change it. You're going to change what appears behind you when you join a video conference. Join the meeting. In the middle of the meeting, there are various options like the video, audio, the share desktop, and the ellipsis button. Click on the ellipsis. There will be an option called background effects. You will get a screen like the one which is shown here, and you will be shown the various options like background settings on the right side if you see. So the first option is you will not have a background at all. The second one is you will have a blurred background. The third and fourth and so forth are having different images. They're kind of preloaded images that you can check and click a preview before you even get into the video conference. You can preview and get into that. Otherwise, you can directly apply and then get into the conference call. Here I have chosen the third image, which was looking like this. When you get into the conference call with this background, your face will be showing in the front and the background will be shown this way. And Microsoft says that these background effects are only available for scheduled meetings. The next one we're going to see is the suggested replies. What does that mean? While we were chatting, there are some responses which is mostly common, like I appreciate it, thank you, kind of. Like the way it is shown in the image here. Thanks, Megan, the deck looks great. The next response can be thanks, thank you, I appreciate it. So we can select one of them. This is actually done using an assistive artificial intelligence. Based on the context of the previous message, this will assist you with some of the suggested replies on its own. You can just click and respond back without even typing it. The next one we're going to see is the Task app. The Task app is getting integrated with Microsoft Teams. What does that mean is it gives you a unified view of tasks across different applications like the to-do task, what you have mentioned in your Outlook, your planner, or Microsoft to-do list. All these things will appear in your Teams as well. So there are specific lists which you can create like assign to me or somebody you can assign to. They will be intimated on the tasks that are assigned to them. The next one that we're going to see is a feature called polling. How it works is, for example, a manager or a team lead or a teacher who wants to know how their employees or team members or students are feeling about anything in general, or how are you feeling today kind of thing, or how was the session yesterday, how was the session which is taken just before this meeting. Those kind of polling can be done through this. Some additional stuff is added to this polling, like anonymous poll. We can actually respond to this poll anonymously as well, and even some of the custom questions we can add. The next one is Cortona Integration. Cortona is the voice assistant in Microsoft. How is going to help in Teams? So we are talking about hands-free experience. You can call your Cortana voice assistant and say that join this meeting or reply to this chat. All these things is possible, and it is getting integrated with the Teams mobile app as well. Whatever we have seen till now, or the features which is already available, and what are we going to see are the upcoming features in Microsoft Teams. Even though we collaborate very well, even when we get into a video conferencing mode, we see faces. We see the faces what you used to see in your offices physically, which is good. But there is always a better option, which is called Together Mode. What is Together Mode? Together Mode is going to place all of the participants in a meeting in a virtual room. Yeah, exactly similar to your office space. Every one of your participants will be looking like the way it is shown in this picture, will be looking as if they are sitting together, sitting next to each other. I've just put some of the list of things or scenarios where Together Mode is going to be very helpful. Together Mode is going to be very helpful where multiple people will speak, so that you can see who is speaking and you can feel that they are sitting next to you kind of. And when you have lots of meetings, that will be totally tiring you. It'll create a lot of fatigue for you. But unless, in case if you see people and if you feel that they are sitting next to you like this virtually, that is going to give you a better feeling than anything else. And also this will be very useful when you feel that participants should be very attentive. For example, kids are getting online classes nowadays. So if teacher wants to be really feel that participants are very attentive, this is going to be very useful. So here I've listed some of the negatives, or I won't say it's a negative, but I would say where we cannot probably use Together Mode. So when we want to show physical content using a whiteboard, and this is not the mode which we have to choose, because here it's going to be a more visual experience, but you cannot share the content. That's not going to help in Together Mode. And for example, same thing while you want to show some presentations, and presentation is going to be the core content. So that will be the point of discussion, right? So in that case, Together Mode will not help you. And you have to, like for example, if you think there are chances people will walk around the room or move out of the seat, there is a chance, right? Always. And Together Mode is not going to help you anyway, because that will look like they are hopping out of that, because this is virtually created with the technology around it. So it captures your image and puts all of you in a virtual room. The next we're going to see is dynamic view. So we have seen in Together Mode we cannot show presentations, but in dynamic view it has an ability to show the shared content as well, because that's going to change the view dynamically. Who is speaking? In case if there is a shared content, it will show in the center of the screen, and to the right it will arrange the people who is speaking, who is mostly speaking kind of. It can actually organize things. Even in using this dynamic view, we can actually create virtual breakout rooms. For example, in case if you think brainstorming sessions or a design workshop, design thinking workshop or whatever, this will be the best option that you have to go for. And this is going to amaze you. Like the next one is large gallery view, and This will show you up to 49 people at the same point of time in the same window. So nowadays every smartphone is coming up with various options to choose from when you take a photography or videography. All these things are possible. Don't worry, Microsoft Teams is going to allow you to apply video filters as well when you join the meeting. You can soften the focus, you can apply the background filters, you can do whatever and get into the meeting. You'll be more charming than ever. The next feature that's going to come up in Microsoft Teams, or which they are working on, is live reactions and chat bubbles. You would have already guessed in case if you're using a lot of social networking apps already. So in this display, if you have seen, there are smileys, there are claps coming in from each of these windows. Whoever is clapping, there's a clap symbol is coming in. Those are called live reactions. You can choose in and it'll show here. Actually, this allows participants to react some of these meeting conversations without interrupting the meeting flow, and there are various emojis available to choose from, and also it just surfaces on the screen of all the meeting participants, which is an awesome feature. So this is about live captions and transcripts. Turning on live captions is already available as a feature in Microsoft Teams, but here it's going to mark the person or show the person and highlight it on the border so that everyone knows who is speaking. It's called speaker attribution. And live transcripts will provide you another way to follow along with what has been said and who said it and whatnot. You don't have to really create a MOM or create a notepad separately and note down all the things and send a MOM. You will be given a transcript file automatically saved in a tab, which is going to be another feature in Microsoft Teams. You know one thing? Around the starting of the lockdown period, which is around March 2020 or so, Microsoft Teams was having a daily active user count around 35 million users. Currently, or at least in the first week of June month, it is 70 million plus daily active users for Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams is going to support up to 1,000 participants. Why not? In case if it's going to be a view-only meeting experience, it can even support up to 20,000 participants. Seeing is believing. So the next feature is going to be whiteboard update, where during the meetings you can open up the whiteboard and start drawing, start writing. You can even use sticky notes into that. This actually enriches the meeting experience, and especially when you are teaching. This is going to be very, very effective. Okay friends, I think you have enjoyed this video content. I'll meet all of you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye. This is your Ramesh Kumar Thangavelu from Tamil Rocky. If you haven't subscribed till now, please subscribe